Chapter 9. Mary was with the apostles when they came upon me at the well. She immediately recognized me as a fellow initiate by the gold serpent bracelet I wore in my arm and by the seal of Isis which glowed within my calf body, for Mary was quite clairvoyant and psychic. The first person whose eyes I met were those of Yeshua, and as I said, I felt transported into other worlds in his immense presence. The second person whose eyes I met were those of his mother. In her eyes was recognition and acknowledgement of my status as a fellow initiate within the Isis cult, and although her training had not been in sex magic as mine had been, she understood that I had been prepared for Yeshua. Between them, I felt lifted up on wings of transcendent love. I felt my spirit soar. Ironic then that the next eyes I would see were those of Yeshua's disciples, who judged me to be a whore, and countless generations have held me this way. But I say to you that in Yeshua's eyes and those of his mother, I was not a whore, but clear vessel for the healing and nurturing powers of Isis herself. There comes a time in a man's life, whether human or divine, when his mother cannot give him the essence of what he needs. Her love continues, but what is required is sustenance from another woman. I was that woman. Mary recognized me and my status and passed her son to me in that moment by the well. Mary and I spent much time together, time in which we discussed Yeshua's work, his needs, and my place in his life. It was understood that I was a servant to a greater power. I had been trained for this, but I must tell you that the power of the recognition still shakes me. I still tremble at his recognition. In those many nights and days together, Mary and I attended to the needs of Yeshua and his disciples, and in that period Mary and I became very close, for I loved her and I love her still for her physical beauty, the purity of her heart and spirit, and the gentleness with which she dealt the world. I can say from my own clarity that Mary, having served as the vessel for Isis as an incarnate, was a highly developed master, but now having served in these ways, her mastery and perfection, her spiritual perfection, is staggering.